So as we're making these physical changes, you still have confidence, but you're just having confidence in the wrong person. You need to start having confidence in the right person, and that right person is who you're trying to become. You have been working on your confidence, you've been putting in the work, but you feel like your confidence is not getting you to the places that you want to be. And you feel like you're constantly going back to a place where you're thinking, why am I not feeling sure? Why am I not getting the things that I want? Why am I not getting the job? Why am I not getting the man? You might not have a confidence issue, you might have a self-concept issue. And I really want to talk about that today. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I love seeing new faces, and all of you guys who comment on my videos, it literally gives me joy. It gives me energy to be on here and creating for you guys. And to all my returning subscribers, I feel like I don't even need to say this, but I love you and I appreciate you. And thank you guys for supporting me. Today, I want to specifically talk about something that I feel like people confuse a lot. People think that they are not confident because they feel hesitant to go and get the things that they want, or the things that they want, they're not actually getting. They're trying, and they feel like they're hitting a wall. And let me tell you something, it might not be your confidence that is stopping you from getting the things that you want. It might actually be your self-concept. Self-concept is something that is really important to work on. And I'm going to give you, with every single video, I like to give actionable steps. I like to talk about the mindset. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the self-concept, and then I'm going to talk about how it affects you, and then actionable steps that you are going to take to change your self-concept so that you can start getting the things that you want, achieving the goals that you want to achieve, and just ultimately attracting the best things for your life. This video is not to say that you are not confident. This video is actually to help you be more confident in who you are. So your self-concept is the way that you think of yourself. So it's like your beliefs, it's your thoughts, your characteristics, your behaviors. Your self-concept is basically the thing that you think that you are, and this is the topic of the conversation today. The way that you believe you are and the way that you want to be are actually two different things. A lot of people are actually operating from who they are and not what they want to be, and that self-concept right there, those are two very different things, and those will help decide the outcome of whatever you are trying to do. The whole reason that this even came up is because I was talking to a very close friend of mine, and he has been applying to jobs, and he is wanting to change his life and upgrade and elevate his life. I was just asking him simple questions like, why do you think you're not getting these positions? You're applying, it seems that you have the skill set, what is going on? And he was essentially saying that I don't know. And I was like, do you feel worthy of these jobs? Do you feel like you're capable of doing these jobs? And more things start to come out. So I say all that to say, this is very relevant to your experience that you're going through right now, and you need to change your self-concept, and I'm going to help you do it. As I said earlier, you're acting and behaving and attracting things based on who you are and not who you want to be. And those are going to be two different things if you're trying to get from A to B. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you want to ask yourself, are you worthy? Whatever you are trying to do, whatever man you're trying to speak to or woman you're trying to speak to, whatever job you're trying to get, whatever relationships you're trying to build, whatever career you want to start, you need to ask yourself, am I worthy of this? Do I actually believe that I'm worthy of whatever I want? Now, it may seem like a simple thing, like, dumb, we all believe that we're worthy, I'm sure. But I want you to really get real with yourself and sit down and say, am I scared of what I'm asking for? Because a lot of people do not actually believe that they're worthy of the things that they want. They want the job, but they don't actually think they're worthy of it because they're like, oh, I don't know enough. Maybe I'm not experienced enough. Maybe I'm not pretty enough. Maybe I'm not articulate enough. That is your self-worth. So you really need to sit down with yourself and say, number one, am I actually worthy? If you're not worthy, we're going to find ways to help you believe that you are worthy and help you change your actual worth. That's going to lead me to number two of the actionable steps, is which we're actually going to do, and it's going to require a pen and a paper. This is going to be a self-reflection paper method. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to get a piece of paper, your journal, phone app, whatever it may be, and you're going to write all the things that you believe to be true about yourself. Now, this is not positive thinking. We're not manifesting in this. We're actually looking at ourselves and saying, what are my deep-rooted beliefs? Do I believe I'm worthy of things? Do I believe I'm a kind person? Do I believe I'm educated? Everything that you believe about yourself, do you believe you're charismatic, or do you think that you're prone to depression, or do you think that you're awkward, or whatever it may be? I want you to write a list of all of the things that you believe, truly in your heart believe about yourself. Get real, get raw, and get deep, because the only way that this is going to work is if you are real with yourself. It is not going to work if you're sugarcoating things and you're like, oh yeah, I believe I'm worthy. Oh yeah, I believe. Sit down, look in the mirror. What do I believe about myself? Okay, so that's going to be in column one. Now, column two are going to be all the things that you want yourself to be, all the things that you want to believe yourself to be, and all of the things that you think that you are going to need in order to achieve the things that you are wanting in your life. Now, this works because you're basically taking everything that you think about yourself and you're getting real with yourself, and you are going to start trying to change your life based on column 2. How can I get from column 1 to column 2? The reason this is so effective is because you need to see the differences. We cannot change if we do not know where we are starting from. So we literally cannot get better if we will not face who we really are. After you've written that list, I want you to take a good hard look at it, and I want you to see the differences. Now, this is where our self-concept is coming in, because this is who you actually are and this is who you want to be. But the whole time you were operating from where you actually are. Now we want to start operating from where we want to be. So we're going to take that list of things and we're going to keep that in mind, because again, this is all going to help us on our journey. The next tangible step that you can take to start changing your self-concept is you are going to start meditating. If you watch any of my videos, you know that I talk about meditation quite a bit, and it's not because it is woo-woo, and it's not because it's just something that the wellness girlies are doing. That's not the case at all. Meditation is a way to put your body in a physical state of where you want to be and who you think that you can be. And that's why I'm saying I love affirmations. I think affirmations are great, but I do not think affirmations change anybody's lives, because affirmations, you just saying it out loud doesn't mean that you actually believe what you are saying. So when people are like, I'm smart, I'm happy, I'm loved, I'm beautiful, it doesn't matter how many times you say those things out loud if you do not believe them. But what meditation does is it helps you to feel those feelings. You're not just thinking them. So I want you to start meditating, whether it's 5-10 minutes a day, anything, just any kind of time to get inside of yourself, whether it's in the shower, whether you're taking time to sit down. I really want you to focus on meditating, because this is where we're going to start changing the way that we feel about ourselves. That self-concept, that person that you want to be, that is when you're going to start taking this time to believe that you are her or him, if you're a guy watching this video. It is very effective to feel feelings versus just thinking thoughts, and the two of them combined are actually the ultimate goal. That is when you're going to start acting as a new person, is when your thoughts and your feelings actually align. So that is the ultimate goal. So right now we're going to break it down. You're going to meditate for 5 to 10 minutes a day. In that list that you wrote of yourself or whatever that you want, you are going to actually start believing it. You're not going to just think it. You're going to sit there and you're going to be like, what's the feeling of believing that I'm worthy of this job? What is the feeling that I'm believing that I am worthy of this healthy relationship? You're going to feel as if you have that relationship 5 to 10 minutes a day. Number 4 is going to be physical change. So we've done the meditation, we've done the self-concepts. Now you are going to start physically changing yourself. Nothing can happen without an action. Action cannot happen without an action. So you are believing these things, you are thinking these things, you are feeling these things, and next is actually going to be the tangible change. So if you are someone, you want to get that job, you have to look at yourself and say, do I have manners? Do I have good posture? If you are sitting in a boardroom, the directors would look at you and say, wow, she belongs here. She looks like she belongs here. She feels like she belongs here. I can tell by her mannerisms. I can tell by the way that she dresses, by the way that she articulates herself. She belongs here. Same with that relationship. You're going to be looking from your partner's point of view. She looks like the kind of partner that I'd want to be with. She speaks like the kind of partner I'd want to be with. And she acts like the kind of partner that I want to be with. Now you are going to become that on a physical level, okay? Because our physical is going to start changing. Our mind is changing already. Now our physical is going to change. So if you are wanting to get in shape, you need to start going to the gym and making this a habit. You need to start changing the way that you eat. If you're wanting to get into a different career, you're going to start dressing like those people in the career. You're going to start acting like those people in the career. If you want to be an artist, you are going to start using your creative brain, and maybe you're going to start dressing like the artist that you want to be and showing up as that artist that you want to be. Because again, this is not about your confidence. I'm sure you have confidence in yourself. This is about the concept, because the concept of whoever you have been is not the concept of the person who is getting these things. So as we're making these physical changes, you still have confidence, but you're just having confidence in the wrong person. You need to start having confidence in the right person, and that right person is who you're trying to become. Physical change isn't just the way that you look. We're also thinking in the way that you act, your reactions to things, whatever it may be. So you want to be healthier in relationships. Every time you get triggered, how are you reacting? Because I know you're not reacting as that first category that we wrote down. That is not how you're going to react. You're going to be reacting from the person that you want to be. So if you want to be healthier in relationships, anytime you get a trigger, you are going to need to react like the better version of yourself in real time. So someone makes you angry, instead of yelling or instead of getting reactive, you're calm, you're quiet, you take a second. This is what I'm saying about the small physical changes. It is not just the way that you look. It is not only the way that you speak, but it's the way that you feel emotions. If you want to be more loving to your friends, You have to actually start showing love. You have to actually start speaking love into them. These are all things that you're going to need to start doing to start acting like that new category of your self-concept that we have written down and that we have understood that we want to be. Now, number 5 is going to be repetition. You have to continue every single day to wake up and act and think and be like this person that you want to be, because repetition is what's going to actually make you this new person, because your self-concept is the way that you believe yourself to be, but your actions are going to be the way that you actually are in reality to other people. So if you start today and you're like, okay, great, I'm going to start doing all this work that Deandra said, I'm going to do the 4 steps, I need to repeat this every single day until all of a sudden I wake up one day and it's just naturally who I am. That is how you need to start thinking. Repetition is going to get you to actually be this person long term. So the next time you are doubting yourself and you're thinking, do I have low self-esteem? Why do I feel like I'm not getting the things that I want? Why do I feel like I'm always having to wake up and convince myself? It is because your concept of yourself is not who you actually want to be. It's just who you are in that moment. And it might not be a confidence issue. You might love the way that you are. You might love the way that you speak, you might love the way that you look, but there's something missing. I really want you to evaluate yourself, because that is the way that we grow, that is the way that we elevate, and you know that I'm here to help you with all of that. Let me know if you guys implement these tips and if they work for you, how quickly that they work for you. But I think that is really important that we have actionable steps. It's not just thinking, it is doing. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And if you have any suggestions for future videos that you would like from me, as always, leave them below. I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah.